Welcome to the top news rundown. We start with a massive shakeup at Chelsea as they announce the hiring of ex-Real Madrid boss Xabi Alonso for a 4-year deal. This move signals a major shift in the club's direction, as Alonso steps in to bring stability after a turbulent period, tasked with building a winning culture under new ownership. Bundesliga. Finally, we look at the conclusion of the Bundesliga season with the team of the week. Rune G. Gerolf has named his selections, featuring stars like Harry Kane and Joshua Kimmich, as we wrap up this edition. Stay with us for more breaking news. Chelsea has appointed former Real Madrid manager Xabi Alonso as its new manager on a 4-year contract, set to begin at the start of next season. The Spaniard is tasked with instilling stability at the club, which has reportedly become dysfunctional under its new American ownership, led by Todd Boehly and Clear Lake Capital. Alonso will officially take over on July 1st, replacing Liam Rosenior, who was dismissed last month. This marks the 5th permanent coach brought in by the ownership group since their takeover in 2022. Alonso's return follows a brief, challenging spell at Real Madrid, where he departed in January after poor results and internal locker room issues. Prior to his time at Madrid, Alonso established a strong reputation at Bayer Leverkusen, leading them to the German title and an unbeaten domestic campaign in the 2023-24 season. Chelsea has lauded Alonso, describing him as one of the most respected figures in the modern game. In a statement, Alonso expressed alignment with the ownership, stating, "From my conversations with the ownership group and sporting leadership, it is clear we share the same ambition. We want to build a team capable of competing consistently at the highest level and fighting for trophies." Chelsea enters the new season facing significant challenges, having missed out on a Champions League spot and suffering a major dip in form, culminating in a loss to Manchester City in the FA Cup final. The appointment comes amid internal reflection at Chelsea following years of heavy spending, including approximately $2.5 billion spent on new players and a debt approaching $2 billion. The club's recent financial results showed a record pre-tax loss of $350 million in the Premier League era. Chelsea's statement emphasized that Alonso's selection reflects the club's belief in his experience, coaching quality, leadership attributes, and integrity. The club views him as a proven leader essential for the next phase of their journey. In the interim, Callum McFarlane will manage the team for the remaining Premier League fixtures. Super Eagles striker Victor Boniface has officially confirmed his return to his parent club, Bayer Leverkusen, following a challenging year that he described as a crazy season. The move comes at the conclusion of his loan spell at Werder Bremen, where he struggled for consistent playing time and faced significant injury setbacks. Punch Sports Extra reports that Boniface is returning to Leverkusen, where he retains 2 years left on his contract. The turbulence began last summer with a failed transfer attempt to AC Milan. Subsequently, Bayer Leverkusen, after former coach Eric Ten Hag deemed the striker surplus to requirements, sent Boniface on loan to Werder Bremen in an effort to secure regular match fitness. The club indicated the loan was intended to help him recover from injuries sustained during the 2024-25 season. However, the loan proved difficult. Boniface struggled to establish himself as a starter, primarily featuring in substitute appearances. His situation deteriorated in December when he sustained a knee injury that necessitated surgery. Although the Nigerian forward returned to full training last month, he has yet to feature on the pitch since recovering. With Werder Bremen's final season concluding against Borussia Dortmund on Saturday, the club has confirmed that Boniface will depart the Weserstadion to rejoin his parent club. In reaction to the news, Boniface expressed his gratitude on X, stating, "Wow, crazy season for me, a lot has happened. Just want to say thank you very much to fans and staff and players." Boniface's return to Leverkusen comes as his future remains somewhat uncertain, following injuries that disrupted the momentum he had built during the club's title-winning campaign 2 seasons prior. While he had initially made a return for his knee recovery, he subsequently reconnected with Bremen before being deemed fit to feature for the remainder of the season. Arsenal and Barcelona are positioning themselves strongly to sign Bayer Leverkusen striker Christian Kofane in the summer transfer window, placing them in a clear race ahead of other interested clubs. Kofane, the 19-year-old Bundesliga star, has demonstrated rapid development at the club, registering 7 goals and 9 assists in his time there. The move follows his signing by Bayer Leverkusen from the second division Spanish side Albacete Balompié, activated after a €5 million release clause in July 2025. The striker's meteoric rise has attracted significant attention from top European clubs. Newcastle United, Chelsea, Brentford, and Bayern Munich have all made initial contact to explore signing him. However, reports indicate that Arsenal and Barcelona are currently in the lead, having made more concrete moves in the pursuit of the Cameroonian international. Bayer Leverkusen currently holds the upper hand in negotiations, reportedly being receptive to a particularly high financial offer, which would allow them to realize a significant profit after their initial €5 million investment. Kofane's contract runs until 2029, and his market value, according to Transfermarkt, is valued at €40 million, marking the highest valuation of his career. Should Kofane make a move to Arsenal, sources suggest he would initially be expected to settle for a backup role at the Emirates. Meanwhile, a potential transfer target for Bayer Leverkusen, Nicolo Tresoldi of Club Brugge, was also mentioned in connection with Kofane's situation. As the 2025-26 Bundesliga season draws to a close with its final matchday, channel YouTube editor-in-chief Rune Gerolf has unveiled his team of the week, featuring a diverse set of standout performances across the league. The selection is structured in a 4-4-2 formation, highlighting players who delivered crucial contributions in the final stretch. Daniel Batz of Mainz was recognized for his final appearance, where he made 5 vital saves to secure a clean sheet for Die Nullfünfer before his departure. In attacking midfield, Nicolas Capaldo of Hamburger SV impressed with his involvement down the right flank, registering 3 key passes, an assist, and 0.68 expected goals, complementing his defensive solidity. Kevin Dix of Gladbach delivered a commanding performance at centre-back, netting his 5th goal of the season, achieving a 93% pass completion rate and winning 4 out of 5 duels. Matthias Ginter of Freiburg was highlighted for his duel threat, hitting the woodwork before Jan-Niklas Beste's goal and also finding the net himself, all while maintaining a rock-solid defensive presence. Tom Bischoff of FC Bayern was lauded for an excellent all-round display, including a superb goal and dominating physically by winning 8 of his 9 duels. Andras Schäfer of Union Berlin was identified as an engine in the midfield, contributing both goals and assists while showcasing excellent possession metrics with a 94% pass completion rate. Joshua Kimmich of FC Bayern dictated the tempo in the Bayern midfield, completing 92% of his 111 passes and registering 2 assists in an influential performance. Christian Eriksen of Wolfsburg played a pivotal role in Wolfsburg's crucial 3-1 victory in the relegation battle, being involved in all 3 of his side's goals despite missing a penalty. Nadim Amiri of Mainz capped off the season on a high note, scoring his 12th league goal of the campaign, creating 2 chances, and winning all 6 of his duels. Andrej Ilic of Union Berlin was ruthless in front of goal, scoring twice in Union Berlin's emphatic 4-0 demolition of Augsburg. Finally, Harry Kane of FC Bayern finished the season in spectacular fashion, netting a hat-trick to push his 2025-26 Bundesliga tally to 36 goals in just 31 appearances.